If you've worked with any aspect of government record keeping, you'll know that forms are one of the most tedious aspects of it. This is why we like to introduce Norm to you. Norm is capable of taking a small query, including complex recurring payment relationships, and filling out the form entirely based on your inputs and the database. Greg, one of Hounslow Council's most senior social workers, is filling out a request for Pippa Pepper. He wants to buy her lunch every Tuesday and Thursday starting next week and ending in 6 months. This request would have been a lot harder without Norm. Trust me. Norm has been equipped with access to the database, access to the children, as well as knowledge of all of London's businesses to save Greg a lot of time in filling out these forms. However, Norm isn't the only facility we offer. We also offer the ability to mark forms as urgent, as well as to directly message the manager in order to seek clarifications. After Greg submits his form, he is redirected to a form board, which shows all the forms he submitted and which stage of approvals they are at. At the same time he submitted, his manager Joy should be able to see the form he submitted. Expense approvals can be a very delicate process for everyone involved, so we wanted to make the process easier for both Joy and Greg. This is why we've made it easier when Joy rejects a report to attach the reason that she rejected it so that Greg may make the prerequisite changes. Also, in this instance, when Joy rejected her report, Joy attached a reason which Greg can use the direct messaging feature to seek clarification about so he can better make the changes. After making the requisite changes and seeking clarification from his manager, Greg can now resubmit his form, putting Joy in a position to approve and move the form to authorized. If Greg wants to validate the form, he has the option to attach evidence, which will then be reviewed by the validation team. After Greg has made his approved purchase, he can attach the receipt to his form. Audily will help the validation team by scanning the receipt for any information and attaching it to those receipts. This will help the validation team in comprehending the receipts, but also in future auditing terms when they have to search for this receipt data. After Greg attaches his evidence, the forms, receipts, and receipt data will now be visible to the validation team. After the validation team reviews all of this evidence and validates the payment, the form will be moved to the validated stage, completing the process and validating the form. Joy and Greg are important to this operation. However, I'd also like to mention Will, the administrator. He was born with red-green color blindness and needs accessibility options. Luckily, Audily contains a wide variety of accessibility options to cater to the needs of those who need them. Look, you can change the scale, font, or even the color scheme if you want. Through the Admin Center, Will is granted a special set of powers. This enables him to manage child details, to create and manage teams, assign cases, and so on and so forth. However, with great power comes great responsibility. Will must use the audit log and use it to track the activities that go on through all members part of Audily. This enables him and any future auditors to make sure they can trace any action to the members that committed them. The audit log even lets you see attached form data in case you need it.